Hey, it's me, Kimberly, and welcome back to my channel. So for some other reason, I still use Facebook, and I saw this weird post done by, I'm gonna call her name because she made the post public, so she should be fine with it. Keda Abel, right? She said, the world is very clever. They come up with schemes and devices that go against God and to keep you from being the best version of you possible, all while convincing people that it is innocent. Wicked ways and devices, condoms, dildos, in vitro, glasses, sunshades, umbrellas, men's hats, women's shorts and pants, dreadlocks, makeup, wigs, fake nails, nail polish, braids, crutches, wheelchairs, park and beach closing times, dresses for men called robes, butt implants or shots, breast implants, just to name a few. You mean there are more? You have more? So I read this and I was like, this is really interesting. What type of person would post such a thing? Went into her page, crazy Christian lady, of course, right? I'm Christian too. I choose to leave behind the crazy aspect because it's not necessary, but yeah, a lot of people think it's necessary to be crazy. The best part is she gave some reasons for why these things are of Satan. So I'm gonna read some of those. I'm good. Why am I standing? I should make myself comfortable. Let's just sit down. I'll go sit down and I'll read some of the reasons, the justifications for why these things are of the devil, and we'll see. I'm especially interested in glasses. I need to know because if you all don't know.
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story I'm sticking to.
Okay, I cannot see. I can't see them. I have on contacts now. But other than that, I can't see this, right? So let me know what I did wrong. How did I fall short in front of my Lord? Let me know. So yeah, let's get into that. Right, before I actually start, make sure and like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so that you'll see whenever I post, in case I have stuff like I'm trying to be enticing. Is it working? No. Okay, just subscribe, okay? Whew, yeah, good. Might as well make myself comfortable for this mess. I have my laptop here, open on Facebook, and good, we have some people commenting. Can you break it down for me? Okay, using or doing those things does something to a person spiritually which affects them physically. Affects me them physically. Okay. So the person asks, how do condoms, oh my god, how do condoms, anyhow, they asked, how does condoms affect you spiritually? And she said, condoms shun your sperm. They shun your sperm. And the guy says, now I have a bucket full of questions. I said, you said condoms shun your sperm. That's true, but it also protects from an STD. I wouldn't want my love stick to burn. And a fire emoji, because we're all 15-year-olds here apparently. The guy says, the woman says, the crazy woman says, if you lay with someone, it should be with the intent of loving them forever and possibly multiplying. Just don't lay with any old body. I understand. I do understand. You know, this one is not that crazy, because I do know that if not still now, then at some point in time the Catholic Church opposed the use of contraception. The idea of the only person that you're gonna have sex with is the person that you're married to. So if you have babies with them, it's fine, and you don't expect that they're gonna transmit an STD to you because you're in an exclusive monogamous relationship with them. But in real life, especially in the capital of Hawaii, Trinidad and Tobago, you know that things like that don't really happen, so you don't really take the chance now. So I don't think people actually actively follow up on it. But yeah, that's not unsensible. The next one, howsoever, I read it before, so I know I had to look it up. I'm a glasses wearer. This is interesting to me, alright? How are glasses, crutches, and wheelchairs wicked devices? So she says exactly, like if somebody tried to bring up a point, nobody did. So it's just exactly, exclamation mark. You would never have guessed. Seems innocent, right? Seems useful. seems thoughtful, seems wise, but in all truth, they are not. I like how she's talking like a guru, kind of like Confucius say, like kind of obscure. It's like, oh. She goes on to say, in a whole different comment, of course, because you know she had to leave us wanting more. And an entire day after, apparently, when a person wears glasses, over time they make one's eyes weaker because they come with unwanted spirits which pile up in our eyes, clouding one's vision. In God's wisdom, all you have to do is speak life into your eyes, and they will be healed little by little, and you will be able to see clearly. As she said, hate it, yeah, feeling it. Being grateful and patient is all that God has for you to see at this moment. Damn, she is a poet. Being grateful and patient is all God has for you to see at this moment. So the moving car coming at me, I don't need to see it. I don't need to see the steps that I might fall down. I just need to see being grateful and patient. Who knew? So you mean to tell me that I've been buying glasses costing from $3,000 to $6,000 every single year because I have astigmatism and my prescription has not leveled out as yet, and I could have just prayed? I could have just gone to church. Who told me that? I'm gonna start to pray life into my eyes from now on. Blessings to my eyes. Amen. When I take out my contacts, I'll let you all know if it works, okay? Oh, she thinks glasses are an assignment of the devil. Imagine contacts, because I'm literally here making you believe that I don't have the disability that I have. So yeah, I'm probably going to hell. That's I don't know what the hell. I mean, I just want to like read. So like, how does wearing glasses start off for any one of us? We sit down in class and we cast you on the blackboard, and teacher realize we cast you on the blackboard. Tell our parents, whatever, we go get glasses. So you mean to tell me that I probably would have stopped school at standard 1 if it is I believed in this, or if she was my mom, I would have stopped school at standard 1. I would have never become a doctor because I can't use anything to help me see. And then she says she agrees with the whole crutches and wheelchairs being wicked devices. So then the person asks her further, so how is someone who is disabled and can't move their legs supposed to get around? She says, instead of using crutches and wheelchairs, we have to have a long suffering. Oh my God! We are to have long suffering, which produces more endurance and strength. Depending on these mechanisms makes a person weaker. To get around, we have to be more resourceful. Think about animals when they're missing a foot or limb. They die. They always die. It always happens. They die. They get left behind in the pack and they die. They're still getting around easily without these things because their bodies are just like, no, when the lion comes for them, they die all the time. Maybe they are hopping, but they can keep up and their muscles are stronger than ever. Oh my God, this woman is a psychopath. So she means to tell me that they are supposed to struggle for the rest of their life instead of using something that somebody made for their benefit, right? I have a lot of problems with this concept, especially as a doctor, right? Because a lot of people love the whole God will heal you, God will see about that, you know, pray to God or study them doctors. It's like, hi, hello, I am the thing that God sent. Me, this is me. I am the child of God that God sent to help you. Alright? That's how it works. So yeah, listen to what I say, right? I studied for several years. Listen to what I say. God sent me. You keep missing your blessings because you're not listening to me. Same way, if there's a medication, it's not that God not healing you, it's just that God, you know, enlighten somebody like me to be able to figure out that this medication is going to work for what you have. So you're not lacking faith, You're just being smart and you're using the thing. In this story about the man who he was in a flood and the boats were passing, and he say they asked him if he wanted, he prayed, he say, God will help me, God will help me, God help me, whatever. He prayed, boats passed, and asked him, you want a ride? He said, no, God will come and save me. So flood raised up again. He had to crawl up to the second story of his house. Boat passed again. He said, you want help? You want a ride? He said, no, God will help me. It is that flood raised up again. He had up on the roof, and a boat passed again. And he said, they asked him again, you want help? And he said, no, God will help me. When it was so, my boy drowned. And then, so when he got to heaven, he said, God, why you ain't help me? God say, pass century boat for you ain't take none of them. It's the same exact thing. This is here for your benefit. It's here to be used. This is craziness. Like, maybe they use their arms and the rest of their body, they'll figure it out. Okay, they'll figure it out. Alright, sure. So hobble around your entire life and have things to help you. Alright, so the man says, I don't think it makes sense, whatever. She says, and that's how clever the world is in promoting their ways. On this matter, it is not what I think, it is what I learned by hearing God's voice and giving up everything for his wisdom. Don't tell me I have to scrap this video because this sounds like some sort of psychosis. And I don't want to make fun of somebody with psychosis. I didn't know there was anything wrong with it, along with a bunch of other stuff, but now fully knowing God's ways, he's not with it. So she thinks she can hear God's voice. Nobody can hear God's voice. I don't care who you are. You can't hear God's voice, right? What you do hear is yourself. You are a part of God, so he's able to pass messages to you, right? I don't think you hear God's voice. As a Christian, you would know when Moses and them had heard God's voice, they was very frightened, and they say, don't let him talk to me directly, talk to me through Moses, because I can't handle it, right? If we had to hear God's voice, we would not be able to handle it. So he know better than to, bombard us for that, right? So no, I don't think you're hearing God's voice. Yeah, if anything, you might hear your internal dialogue. You might hear yourself, your own thoughts, and if it's good thoughts, then we tend to attribute it to it being God. So this probably opens up a whole different possibility of her like being a literal person with a literal mental illness, in which case it's not funny anymore. But I mean, I'll still laugh at it until I confirm it to be true, because some Christian people do just genuinely think that they talk to God. So yeah, why not? Blah 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 blah. Actually, in this situation, I was briefly paralyzed from the waist down and in severe pain when I wasn't. My feet were so tender I could barely walk. I was given a wheelchair prescription. I've never written a prescription for a wheelchair. I never made it to pick it up. And knowing what I know now, thank God, I endured it and had super long suffering. But then later my endurance and tolerance rose, and eventually God healed me once I started putting his word into action. God does not decide to heal you or to give you attention because you suffer. That is something that was made to manipulate poor people into staying in subjugation. That when you suffer, you have a land of milk and honey waiting for you, so you should be okay with suffering here on earth, and henceforth let all the rich people go with whatever they need to, make all the money, get all the benefits from life, and you live in a shack for the rest of your life because, oh, don't worry, the meek shall inherit the earth kind of nonsense. No, it doesn't work like that, right? You don't have to suffer here in order to reap rewards there. You can have a good life here and still go to heaven. Somebody asks us, break down, speak life into your eyes. How do I do that? Are they asking for, I've seen some people on this post asking for like a real advisor, and like, oh, thank you so much, and like thanking her and stuff, like, oh, thank you for this message. So I don't know if this person actually is serious or not. Years ago we didn't have Facebook, so should we not use it? What about electricity? Yeah, Facebook is an assignment of the devil. I know you mean well, but you shouldn't make people feel ashamed for using wheelchairs. I'm not making people feel ashamed at all. I'm showing that even though it appears to help, it's really hurting you. Or maybe you just had a temporary paralysis. That's it. Some people have temporary paralysis. Some people have transient issues that are resolved, not permanent things. Some people are actually born unable to walk and henceforth will never develop the ability to walk. So they're supposed to drag around or die. And that's cool. You okay with that? That's cool to you? Right, so moving on. How are dreads evil? Oh god, it's after midnight. I'm so tired. I have work today. No, look at what I'm doing with my time. So dreads, right? Dreadlocks. Rastafari's last year I dread. It is not an evil device, but it is the way that is counterproductive to being oneself. Okay? She wanted something here. The twisting of the hair is the wrong energy. It brings the opposite sex onto the person. Not saying that the person is a homosexual. But it attracts these spirits. And years ago, I started half of SE dreads. I don't know what that is. Okay, so it's like somebody asked, okay, do you think dreads bring gayness? It's like, no. I'm saying there are spirits that do not belong to a man, for example, that belong to a woman, and vice versa. Like if a woman has man's shoulder, I feel personally attacked. I feel like she knew I was, girl, God really talking to you. I was gonna react to this video to be talking about my man's shoulders. Alright, so if a woman has man's shoulders or a man is walking with a slight switch but he's not homosexual, he just has a spirit that belongs to a woman. The body is like a house. It has different guests and visitors. Some are welcome, some welcome guests, and some that do not belong. Wanted spirits may be a singing spirit or an artist spirit. What I'm saying is that the body has types of spirits, and the twisting of the hair brings the wrong spirit to that person, one of the opposite sex. That makes no sense. Again, just like all of these Christian fanatics, they have things that we do believe and then they mix it up with absolute nonsense. So people who don't belong to religion, or who belong to the religion and the religion has failed them and they don't like it that much, they'll read it and they'll be like, oh, this whole thing is nonsense. No, she's not wrong. You do have different spirits. As you said, like you might a wanted spirit, like an artist spirit, a singing spirit, music or whatever. Good spirits that we enjoy, but then you might have a spirit of lust, might have a spirit of gluttony that we don't like. Yeah, it makes sense. But why mix that with twisting your hair? Why is that? Oh, is my wash and go against the Lord? Because I put products in it. I probably shouldn't have put hair products in my hair. It brings out a spirit of caucasity. I don't know. Alright. Right, do you realize that men have had long hair for thousands of years and are completely hetero? Right? This has nothing to do with hair, like Samson. He had long hair and it was a whole thing, right? When you cut your hair, you don't see powers. And she said, people have been doing lots of things that they ought not to do for thousands of years. It's true. If things remain the same 1,000 years from now, people can say the same thing. Time doesn't justify what ought not to be done. This is dangerous because she's not stupid. So now I'm scared that she might be right. No, she's not stupid. So it's scary because she will reach people because she doesn't sound like a fool. This is the scariest video I've ever done. Right, so everything has a result. When one does certain things, they get what comes with that. And the reason one shouldn't do certain things is only for benefit, not to condemn anyone. Sure, no problem. Oh, wait, umbrellas. I forgot umbrellas. Yes, even umbrellas. The rain gives the body nourishment you can only get from rainfall. Like how trees and vegetation is water. It promotes growth. Umbrellas block a person from receiving these benefits. Umbrellas didn't exist years ago. When? Umbrellas didn't exist years ago. Throw away your umbrellas. The more you're used to being in the rain, it's not bothersome. It won't even fail you. Yeah, says you, cause you're here. naturally curly / straight, so when it get wet it don't bother you. And I also didn't know that I was a plant. I needed to be watered. I had no idea. I thought I drink my blue waters, so that's the only water that I need. I don't need water on my head, especially like if I go to work and stuff. I sure she stay home. I sure she do nothing. She don't work. I sure she stay home. So it's combing hair wicked. It should be. What about ponytails? Just as one is resourceful and uses a washcloth to wash their face, one should use a comb to detangle their hair. You have to care for it. No, because you can use the fingers to detangle their hair. So, and you also don't need to use a washcloth. Technically, you can just use your hands. So I'm gonna say that combs are assignments of the devil. I rebuke you. Somebody asked specifically. Well, they said first of all, thank you for this, and a heart. So this person is not a very logical thinker either. So they asked, why braids? And then my dear Kida Abel, she said, the twisting of the hair is the wrong energy. It actually says in the Bible that women should not wear braids. 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 9. Right? Likewise, also that women should adorn themselves in respectable apparel with modesty and self-control, not with braided hair and gold or pearls or costly attire. Are you missing all the part where it's fine for men to do that? So it's fine for men to not dress modestly and not have self-control and have braided hair and have gold and pearls and costly attire, because a large part of Christianity was about subjugating women and blaming women for everything, right? So that's what that is about, right? So if it is that you're wearing mixed fabrics, let me check out the pictures. You're wearing mixed fabrics, you're wearing men's garments, like you're wearing pants, then you're going to hell. All right, it's that simple. It's just arbitrary rules that it has nothing to do with nothing. Right, so this person says they attribute the hair being braided back as a symbol of wealth, because that's just the fashion at the point in time. It doesn't apply to now. Like, God wouldn't talk about in the Bible thy twist out. What was it in the Bible? Because it wasn't the thing. But jeez, ages. Yeah, I think this is the end of it. I think, oh jeez, right under that, don't use condoms, be fruitful and multiply. Oh my god, this is all that my heart can take. It's getting late. I'm frustrated. I just have a few more things to add to this list. Time, assignment of the devil. I don't want to have to go to work for 8 o'clock tomorrow, so I'm going to tell them that God didn't invent time. Okay? Any phone apps like WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Satan, and also men's sweatpants. That's like, girls be doing things to us, like, you know, like, cut it out. Alright, so that's it for this video. Just comment below, let me know what you think. I'm really interested in letting you all I'm really interested in hearing what you all have to say about this. And make sure and like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to me for other types of videos. Hopefully I never have to do a video like this about this type nonsense. And also turn on your notifications so that you know every single time that I post. Follow me on other social media at Kim Cudjoe, and yeah, just keep looking out for new videos because I'll post a new video this weekend. That's all for now. Okay, bye.